Thank you so much to all my friends in the media in Delhi for turning up, and this is a very momentous occasion for us, not just as the team behind this particular film, but also as representatives of our industry from Kerala. Uh, we have had an illustrious heritage of making great cinema for a long, long time now. And thankfully, of recent past, there's been a lot of conversation around Malayalam cinema and the content that's being made from Kerala, and we are truly privileged to be representing an industry as such. But having said that, this particular film is an aspirational project for all of us in Kerala. This is a piece of cinema where we have aspired to dream very, very big, and we are really trying to push the boundaries of what we imagined to be possible within the constraints of our industry. Which is a reason that we were very particular that come the 27th of March, we would like our film to be released in all 5 languages across the country and across the world. And I'm particularly looking forward to the responses for the Hindi version of the film for a couple of reasons. Firstly, we have put in a lot of effort, time and money into trying to make the Hindi version of the film sound, feel and look as authentic as possible. Secondly, like I've mentioned this multiple times, a good 30 to 35% of this film is in Hindi, it's shot in Hindi because the story is such, the characters are such that a large part of the film is Hindi speaking. And I'm going to retain the Hindi speaking portion of this film as Hindi speaking in all 5 versions of it. So I'm very keen to know what the responses for the Hindi version of the film is. And I'm very confident to be putting myself out there and telling you that if you're a Hindi speaking film lover, please do watch the Hindi version of this film because that's how much work we have put into it. Even the track that you just listened to called Phir Zinda, it is not a Hindi song for the Hindi version. It is going to be a Hindi song in all 5 versions of the film. So once again, thank you for coming. Thank you for giving us your time, and we will need all your help, blessings and your encouragement to try and achieve what we have set out to with this really ambitious project of ours. Thanks.
My God, what a question. Okay, good afternoon. Thank you each and everyone for joining us. I'll answer later, okay? I'm so happy. I have been here a couple of times for many reasons, various reasons. I am here for some award functions, for some theatre work, for my film called Vanaprastham. I had the chance of showing that film to the President of India. And this is a great moment. Again, I am coming back with a great film of ours. This is a Lucifer franchise, and we have 3 parts, and this is the second part. Because of Lucifer, this happened, and because of the acceptance of Lucifer, this happened. And now this film, it's like something close to our heart, and we have done a great job, I believe, because when you have a film and when you work so hard and when it's showing result, we should appreciate it. So it's getting released on 27th. And we have taken this film into a level where Malayalam film, of course, when you compare with the other languages, the budget comes the first. But this is not the budgeted film, but we had the chance of shooting this film across the world. We have many things in Malayalam, like we are so rich in our film industry. We created the first CinemaScope film, first process 70mm film, first 3D film, first co-production film. Even my company only started the first co-production film with France called Vanaprastham. And now this is the first IMAX film from our industry. What Prithvi was saying was purely from his heart that this film, it's becoming a big platform for the filmmakers to come and prove themselves that we can do great films like this. Definitely, you need a producer, you need an actor, but the possibility, we are just opening the possibility for them. What else I have to tell? About cooking, yeah, I cook. I love food. I had the chance of having food from various restaurants from this place. I know Delhi for years. Even when I was in school, I used to come, and my father was connected with the government service. He was a law secretary for the state, so I had the chance of coming here and staying here. And we have great friends, and definitely you can also say some restaurants, or you can take me for dinner, no problem.
Sure.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. We will open.
No, I consider myself more than anything a student of cinema. I understand that the primary craft that I practice is acting, and I'm always going to be an actor first. But having said that, I'm a student of cinema, and every opportunity I get to learn any craft in cinema, I will learn as much as I can. So for me, the entire process of filmmaking is a giant collaborative process where different people could be handling different things, same person could be handling multiple things, and I want to know, learn, practice, and exercise as many crafts as I can, because that is how you learn cinema. And forever, I hope I'll continue learning, because it's a wonderful medium, a wonderful form of art, where the more you learn, you realize there is so much more to learn. So yeah, I hope I forever remain as astute a student as I am today. Then yeah, if it seems like I'm being seamlessly good at all these things that I do, I'll take that as a huge compliment. It's always been a privilege to be able to be part of such an illustrious industry. And your second, I'm going to take the liberty of answering your second question as well. What I believe Malayalam cinema does differently from other industries. Since I'm an actor who's had the privilege of working in multiple industries, I do think maybe one takeaway you could, take from Malayalam cinema is the fact that we always do films and cinema with writers and writing as the fulcrum of it. Even Lucifer, even Empuraan, whatever cinema is happening in Malayalam, everything begins with the writer. The writer is who sets a project together. And that is how much power and respect we give our writers. Murali Gopi is the story, screenplay, and dialogue writer of this franchise. And I'm privileged to be able to direct the content that is being written by someone who I believe is one of the finest writers of the country. So maybe that's something other industries can take a leaf out of. Maybe you should start asking yourself, why isn't there a Salim Javed today? So again, the answer is going to be very similar to my answer for the previous question. We are privileged that Sunny also thinks he wants to come and live in the south of India. He's more than welcome to. We are big fans of Sunny also and his cinema. But I'm from South Indian cinema and I live mostly in Bombay. So I don't know how qualified I'm going to be to answer that question. But the writers, the fact that the power centers of every piece of cinema that is made are writers is something that I truly believe Malayalam cinema can be very, very proud of. Because ultimately the utility of the medium is to be telling a story. And a story is always born within the minds of a writer. It could be a writer, director, or just a writer. But the fact is that my writer is not keeping well. He is not keeping physically well, or else he would have traveled with us and he would have been sharing the stage with us, because that's how much we respect the fact that it is his brainchild that we are all today have conceived into this film. I don't see that happening a lot in other states. I don't see that happening a lot in Bollywood, in Tamil cinema and Telugu cinema, where you get to meet the writers behind films. But that used to be the case with Hindi cinema. That used to be the case, like you and I know. Salim Javed were as big stars as Bachchan sir or Manmohan Desai sir. Somewhere I think Hindi cinema has lost that route, and it's become algorithms and designs and all that. Maybe that's one lesson I'd keep reiterating, that Malayalam cinema should hold on to and never lose grasp of. Other than that, like I said, yeah, it's a phase. We had really bad phases as an industry too. We have gone through extended periods of time where we just were not able to come up with quality cinema. And then there would be a wave of new filmmakers, new writers who come and rediscover actors, a completely new filmmaker who'd come and do a film with someone like Mohanlal sir, who's been around for 4 decades, and make a startlingly original piece of cinema, and then there will be an awakening of sorts. Something like that will happen soon in Hindi cinema. It's not all doom and sad stories, it's just, you guys are still the biggest industry in the country in terms of volume and the number of films you make, so it'll happen.
You cannot make it in Hindi or in Telugu or Tamil. Definitely we can make. So for example, I have done some films on Alzheimer's, I've done some films on dual personality. So many films I have done. Very serious with bipolar disorder. So you can try and do it. Since he told we have very strong writers, means the beginning of the Malayalam film we used to take stories from the novels. There were great writers. Same thing happened everywhere, even Tamil also. So in between somewhere there was a missing. Definitely you can connect it and you can create great films in all languages. Or now it is called pan-Indian, whatever. You can see a Malayalam film in Hindi, or a Malayalam actors in Hindi, or in Telugu, Tamil. It's a great thing. Or a Hindi film in Malayalam. it's growing, like the industry is growing, and we don't have any complaints. Let it grow.
It's pretty much available online, and it's public domain. Anybody can go online and check what territory is sold, how many tickets, and you'll get the exact numbers. And these figures actually were first reported by others, not even by the makers. We are truly privileged, blessed, and humbled that we have been met with such anticipation. The numbers that we are discussing right now is usually the lifetime gross of a big Malayalam hit, which we have sort of gained through advanced reservations. So we are really, really humbled, and we are blessed, and we hope on the 27th we will meet those expectations. That's all that we are praying for. Sikandar is a huge, huge project. It's Salman sir, one of the biggest ever superstars that the country has ever seen. And as usual, he's coming on Eid with this banger of a commercial flick with A.R. Murugadoss sir. I wish the team the absolute best. I hope the film goes on to become a blockbuster. I will have no complaints if you watch 11 a.m. Sikandar and 1 p.m. Empuraan.
Mohanlal, I would like to go back to Lucifer because it's very rare in an actor's life that a combination of a commercial success and a critical acclaim and the love from the audience, and also in such a big, huge project, you get to play one of your strongest roles ever. So that was such a, I would say, I would call it a real blessing and probably the best thing that has happened in my acting career. So that happened for me in Lucifer, and now the journey is continuing in Empuraan. So I really I'm fully grateful and hopeful that people will love the film more than they loved Lucifer. So for me, that excitement and the happiness of being part of such a huge franchise is the most memorable thing.
So one thing more, like I haven't watched Lucifer. So how will you, like, आप मुझे कैसे?
As an actor, what should I feel? We have created something, and we are so proud of it. And this is the extension of that film. And Stephen Nedupalli. And in the end of the film, you can also listen. I'm
See, again, not concentrating in class.
End of the film, Lucifer, like in the film Lucifer, we are revealing that he has got another identity as Qureshi Abraham. So he's another personality. It can be a different character or his alter ego or whatever, a new person, a personality in him. So in this film, they are showing who is Qureshi Abraham. How the transformation, because people are confused, who is Qureshi Abraham? And like he said, you have to watch the third part also. Then only you will get the complete idea of this character. So for an actor to portray the 3 films, if the film is hit, we will think about the third part. It's a great thing. A lot of films are happening like that, but I have done Drishyam. Because of the success of the first part, we created the second one. This is already, it's in the paper, it is in his mind, it is in his intellect, in his intelligence, that everything is there. To create a kind of that world is not that easy. And how you are connecting Stephen with Qureshi Abraham and what is his journey. So I am also excited, and as an actor, it's one of my best roles I am portraying. Thank you, Pratik.
Dear Raju and Lalatam for having such huge dreams and visions for Malayalam cinema and actually going ahead and making it a reality. So I'm just proud to be part of this team and part of the franchise.
Hello. Excuse me.
For some reason, I don't know, Tamil, I've done 2 films, but 2 big films, but both the films have had some kind of a blockage, and I yet to release. One was Naragasuran, and then one was Mohandas. Both these films are completed, but then I really don't know when they're going to release. But then you'll soon see me in Hindi actually, so that's there. So that's coming this year.
See, I can give you a best case scenario. You can.
किरदार के बारे में तो मैं कुछ नहीं बता पाऊंगा, बिकॉज अब तो 27 को फिल्म आ रही है, तो आप खुद देख लेंगे. एक्सपीरियंस मेरा बहुत कमाल का रहा. दरअसल इसके पहले काफ़ी साउथ इंडियन फिल्म्स में मैंने काम किए हैं, पर ये मेरा मलयालम सिनेमा का डेब्यू है, और इसको मैं ड्रीम डेब्यू कह सकता हूँ. मोहनलाल सर के साथ काम करने का मौका मिला पहली ही मलयाली मूवी में, और ऑल थैंक्स टू पृथ्वी, जिन्होंने सोचा, पता नहीं कहाँ से सोचा, इनके राइटर ने इनको कन्विंस किया और ये फाइनली कन्विंस हुए, और इन्होंने कहा कि मुझे अभिमन्यु सिंह ही चाहिए इस रोल के लिए. और बहुत अच्छी फिल्म शेप अप हुई है, और बहुत मजा आएगा देखने में आप लोग को। 27 को आप लोग जाएं सब लोग और इस फिल्म को ह्यूज सक्सेसफुल मतलब बनाएं, यही मेरा गुजारिश है आप लोगों से।
Thank you so much
Thank you so
everyone
much.
for the
Thank you,
lovely
thank you.
questions.
Thank you.